Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Ellen here, obviously, because who else would it ever be? Today is a tutorial on the look that I'm wearing right now. I thought I'd just film something that was a bit of like a sort of go-to glam, summery, bold lip type vibes. Yeah, the eye makeup is really quick. It takes like 5 minutes, so really quick, easy eye makeup to do, to be fair. And I just chucked in a bold lip just to make it look a little bit more extra. I absolutely love bold lips, so this is one of my favourite lipsticks, if I'm honest. You'll obviously find out what it is later on, but this is one of my favourite lipsticks. So anyways, I'm not going to blab on too much. I'm just going to get straight on with the tutorial. All I will say is I hope you guys are staying safe and having a happy quarantine, as happy as it can be. Obviously I know it's quite difficult for some people at this moment. I'm just trying to stay positive, and I think that's the best thing we all can do in times like this. Just try and stay positive, try and stay busy, try and stay in a routine. And just because we've got to be doing social distancing doesn't mean you can't chat to your friends and your family as well. So still reach out, still have a chat. You can like play video games, you can like, there's so many apps. You can like Scrabble, you can do you know what I mean? There's so many like things that you can do with like on your phone or PlayStation, Xbox, whatever it is you've got, where you can connect with your friends and family and still have fun and have a laugh and spend time together without actually being in the same room. So just because it's social distancing, don't feel like you're on your own. Reach out to people, because a lot of people are going to feel really isolated right now. So try and stay positive, and I'm going to stop rambling and get on with the tutorial. But if you do like the video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you leave any suggestions for videos you want to see in the future down in the comment section down below, and also make sure you subscribe to my channel as well, guys. Thanks. Okay, so as always, I'm just going to start off with the Plouise base in the shade Rumour. I'm just going to apply this right underneath the brow to carve the brow out, and then also to the lid as a primer as well. Just using the Peaches and Cream PC52 brush to do this. It's just a flat brush. So I'm just going to go straight under the brow first. And then all over the lid as the base for the eyeshadow. So just taking any spoolie, this is just a brush from Real Techniques because the spoolie at the end of my brow pencil broke. So just brushing the brows up, and then I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. This is in the shade Auburn. And I just follow the natural direction that the hairs grow and draw little lines in there just so they actually look like brow hairs. And then final step for the brows is my favourite step. It's the MAC Cosmetics, what is it called? False Lash Maximiser, I just forgot the name of it. This is a primer for the lashes. If you usually watch my videos, you're probably so sick of me hearing me say that, but it's a primer for the lashes to make them thicker, and I use it in my eyebrows instead because it does the same thing. Makes them thicker, fluffier, holds them in place. It's just amazing. For my eyes today, I'm going to use the Tartlette in Bloom palette by Tarte, obviously. So I'm going to go in with this colour right here first. This is called Jet Setter. It's just a mid-tone brown, not too dark, not too light. And I'm going to take this on a 231 brush from Zoeva. It's just a big chunky pencil brush. And I'm just going to go straight into the crease with this. Just blending that back in and forth in windshield wiper motions. I'm going to go in with this colour right here, just straight underneath it. It's called Smarty Pants. I don't know if you can see from all the reflection there. This one right here, sorry, it's called Smarty Pants. It's just a bit of a lighter shade. And I'm going to use the 238 brush from Zoeva. It's just a nice big fluffy blending brush. And I'm just going to blend that out. yeah, I thought I'd just do something a bit more natural today. So I want to do a nice bold lip. I feel like I always wear nudes recently and I love bold lips. Like, I was gonna say I love bold lips like when it's summer, but I love bold lips anytime. Like, I love like a nice really deep red or purple in the winter and autumn, and I love a nice bright red or pink or orange in the summer. So really, I like a bold lip all the time. I just don't really wear it very often because I feel like I've got nowhere to go to actually wear a nice bold lip. So I thought, you know what, today I'm gonna go with a nice bold lip colour, which means keeping it nice and natural on the eyes, obviously. I'm just going to go back in with the first brush we used, the pencil brush, no extra product. I'm just going back into the crease just to deepen it up slightly, but I don't want to go too dark with it. So next I'm going to go in with this colour right down here. This is called Funny Girl, if you can see that in the palette. I know like this is mirrored, so it's just reflecting off all the lights. And then I'm just going to use this brush from Zoeva. It's a 234 brush, so it's just a flat shader brush. And then back in with the pencil brush and a little bit of Jet Setter, which is the first shade we used. Just back in with the crease. Just back into the crease, should I say. I can't talk. I feel like I can never talk when it comes to filming. I also feel like my voice sounds so boring in my videos. Like, it's really, really annoying whenever I watch them back. I'm like, I sound so dull. But like, I don't know, I'm not like that in real life, but I feel like when I'm in front of a camera, like, I find it really awkward sometimes. Like, it's quite difficult just to sit down just in front of a camera and just like get your personality across, because like, I don't know, I just find it a bit difficult. So I'm going to go in with this colour right here. It's called Activist, and I'm going to use this with the 237 brush from Zoeva. It's just a really small detailer brush. And I'm just going to smoke this on the lash line. Okay, so now that we've got the eyeshadow on the top, we just need to do the bottom. So to start off with, I'm just going to pop a base there. So I'm going to put on the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Hydrate Concealer. That's the base I'm going to use for underneath my eye. As much as I love the Plouise base, I have really dry skin and I feel like underneath my eye it's just a bit too dry, basically. So I use a concealer instead. I'm just going to blend that out with this Spectrum brush. I don't know the number of this because it's one off. It's just a fluffy brush from Spectrum. Any kind of fluffy blending brush will do, but I absolutely love these kinds of brushes for concealer. So I'm then just going to go in with a pencil eyeliner. This is just Feline, sorry, from MAC. It's just a black pencil liner. Any will do. This is just like my go-to black pencil liner. I absolutely love this liner. I like it because I feel like it's really nice and black and it's quite like smudgy, so you can just blend it out. And then the same Zoeva brush, the small detailer brush, in with the dark shade we used, which was Activist, so we did on the lash line. And I'm just going to do the same thing on the bottom and blend that out now. And then the bigger pencil brush with the shade Jet Setter, just to blend that out. Obviously, like, you can go more natural than this as well. You don't have to go as dark as I've gone. You don't have to use black liner. You don't have to use liner at all, but if you do want to use liner, you could go with like a brown. I did think about doing that, but I just decided to go with black instead. You don't even have to use liner at all, to be fair. At the minute I'm just going back in with the light shade, which was Smarter Pants, and the bigger, fluffier blending brush. And then almost done with the eyeshadow, so all I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this shade right here, which is called Charmer. It's just the matte, it's like a bit of a cream off-white shade, with the same flat brush that we used on the lid. I'm just going to pick a little bit of that up, not too much, tap off the excess, and I'm just going to go right underneath the brow bone. Not underneath the brow bone, sorry, right underneath the brow, on the brow bone. I feel like that was super quick So all I need to do now is put on some mascara, lashes, and obviously do the other eye, and then I can't talk, and then I'm gonna come back and do my skin. So I'll see you in a minute. Okay guys, lashes are on. I went with the style Goddess. Is it Goddess? Yeah, Goddess from Primalash. Love Primalash lashes. They're my fave basically. So yeah, they're the lashes I'm wearing. This is the eye look. Time to move on to skin. And I feel like, because this is kind of like a spring, summery kind of vibe, this would be so much better if I was tanned, but I'm not. So ignore that, because I'm really pale. So moving on. I'm just going to use this, I can't even talk. I'm just going to use MAC's Strobe Cream. This is in the shade Peach Light. I am completely running out of this, which is really, really sad. Obviously we're going to want that glowing skin. So, like I said, I'm running out of strobe cream though, which is sad because I'd usually probably put a bit more than this on if I wanted to go like really glowy. You know me guys, I like to look like a tin man. I like to look shiny. I'm so jealous of everyone with oily skin. I know people like hate having oily skin, but honestly I prefer it. I hate having dry skin. Looks a little bit better already. So for foundation, I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder Foundation just because I want to go with something natural looking. I don't want mega full coverage, and this is more of like a medium coverage foundation, so that's what I'm going to go with today. Also, it's like the right colour for my skin because it's not actually too dark for me, like I usually put foundations on that are too dark for me, so yeah. And to blend that in, I'm using the Peaches and Cream PC19 brush just to buff that into the skin. I'll probably need more foundation than what I've just put on. With foundation though guys, and especially like, I mean it's a bit different I guess if you know you're going to want full coverage, but what I always try and do, especially if I'm trying to do like a look like this where I want the skin to be and feel a little bit more natural, I only put a little bit of foundation on to start off with. So just enough to go over the entire face, and then I'll have a look and think, right, okay, well I want more in certain areas. So like I want a little bit more like now on my forehead, I want a little bit more on my chin, my nose, and then like this part of my cheeks, like sort of underneath the cheekbones. So that's what I'm going to do now. Get a little bit more. This time I'm just going to pick it up with the brush because it's just quicker. And I'm just going to go over the areas where I do want that little bit more coverage. And you'll notice whenever I do my foundation as well, I never really put foundation, I mean there's probably a little bit there from when I'm like blending it, but I never really put any foundation right underneath my eye. That's just because I always like to just put concealer there, so I don't want to be putting foundation and concealer there because it's a bit too much for the skin, it's a bit too heavy and it'll start to look a bit cakey and start to crease. So try and avoid putting foundation there and just put concealer there instead. So I am going to move on to concealer now, so I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution concealer again, the Conceal and Hydrate concealer. I want to buy another one of these in a bit of a darker colour because this is a little bit light. Let's just say that. Just a little bit light. I'm going to use the Spectrum brush that I used earlier just to blend that out. I sort of do it in like a triangle, so you get me. An upside down triangle. And I try and blend it out mostly before I take it right close to the eyeshadow, so I try to make sure there's only a little bit of concealer left on my brush when I'm blending it around the eyeshadow, just because I don't want to mess it up. That would not be a cute look. Okay, now I'm going to put on some bronzer because I am super pale. I have a hair somewhere on my face. I'm really, really pale. I need to bronze up my skin a little bit. So I'm going to go in with the MAC Baiana Bronze bronzer and the MAC 135 brush I think it is, because it's worn off. So favourite brush for bronzer. Don't worry guys, it's going to get blended, calm down. So for blush and highlight, I'm going to use this palette from Becca, which is the one Jaclyn Hill came out with when she brought out Champagne Pop, and obviously she put it in a palette. So I'm going to use the blush in here, which is called Blushed Copper. I'm just going to use this on a Real Techniques brush. This is just their blush brush. This has become my favourite blusher. Just saying. And then highlight as well, so I'm going to go in with Champagne Pop, which I could not say then, which is obviously the middle shade. And I don't know if I've been telling you the brush I've been using now. Yes, I did. So this is a Zoeva 129 brush. It's just a fan brush. Champagne Pop will never let me down. Like, that's just stunning. If there's one thing Jaclyn Hill knows how to do, it's to make a bomb highlighter. I still want to try the highlighters that she brought out from her own brand. Like, I really, really want them. They look stunning. Skin is now done, it's just time for lips. So like I said, I wanted to do a nice bold lip colour, and I think I'm going to go with red because I love red lipsticks. So for the lip pencil, I've got black eyeliner literally all over my hands. That's disgusting. Right, so like I said, for lip pencil, I am going to go in with this one from MAC, which I just nearly dropped. It's a Liptensity lip pencil, and it's in the shade Fire Roasted. So I'm just going to pop that on first. It's just one of those ones that wind up like this. They last ages. And then for lipstick, I'm going to go in with MAC Chili lipstick. This is one of my favourite red lipsticks because it's such like a nice burnt orange red rather than a red red. Don't get me wrong, I love red reds as well, but this for in the summer is beautiful. There we go guys, this is the finished look. I've probably got lipstick on my teeth, let me just check because I feel like that's something I usually do. No, I think I'm good at the moment. I absolutely love this lip colour. It does mean that for the rest of the day, if I eat anything, I'm going to end up with like a red line across my chin, but what are you going to do? We're quarantined anyway, no one's going to see it other than my boyfriend and my dog, so it's okay. But yeah, this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this tutorial. I hope you guys like the look. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this, if you want to see more looks where I incorporate a bold lip. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know if you want to see any quick, easy eyeshadows, because I feel like that eyeshadow is just like done. Didn't take long at all, like took 5 minutes if that. Like, it does not take long at all to do eyeshadow like this, but as soon as you bang on a pair of lashes, it looks really, really glam. So that's why I love doing stuff like that. Just pop on a pair of lashes, you look like you spent ages doing your makeup, and in reality you spent about 10 minutes. It's great. If you do like this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave any suggestions or any feedback in the comment section down below, and also make sure you click that little subscribe button as well, because that would mean the world to me. So anyway guys, that's it. That's it. Bye guys.